As I said before, the system is even more corrupt than I feared. But the people of the United States are even more wonderful than I knew. We're really, really good people. But we have to be a really good country, too. You can't be great if you're not good. And the power doesn't lie. The power doesn't lie in the hands of the government unless we just surrender it. The power lies in our hands. The power is not in your hands. The power is not in your mind. And power is not in your heart. But when we do realize who we are. See, there are forces on this planet, and they're not even material forces. Forces of hunger, forces of poverty, forces of war, forces of terrible neglect and abuse, really evil, evil things. And it's almost as though the message of these forces to people like you and me and all the people of the world really is that you and your children are threatened here. You and your children are imperiled here. And basically the message is if they have their way, you can just leave this planet. Well, we're scared by those things. We're terrified of those things until we remember who we are. And particularly until we remember the power that lies in us because we're citizens of the most powerful country in the world. And when we do remember who we are, and we do remember where the power lies, something happens in us. And we look at poverty, and we look at war, and we look at neglect, and we look at oppression, and we look at injustice, and we look at domination, and we look at all of these things which would imperil the human race, and something happens in us, and we look at all of them, and we say, I was scared of you until I remembered who I am. I remember who I am. You leave. Ladies and gentlemen, there's some things that need to leave this planet. Take your power. Thank you.